Week 92 of the 27-inch challenge, and I still have the injury. I'm still recovering, so it's still a diet break, and I am maintaining that gain, what I gained the last few weeks. So but the injury is going well. My left side is going feeling better, you know. Actually, I did lost half an inch, so that's good. I'm thinking of getting back on the diet later. So we're cooking here, we're cooking some pork dish, rice, of course, Filipino. We're Filipino, and this is the best. You already seen this before, the steamed fish. 200 calories per 100 grams, amazing, you know. So with, of course, some fats, which is, what is this? Onions, you know, some fried caramelized onions, crispy onions. Actually, it's amazing. So yeah, this is the pork dish we're cooking here. And again, the struggle again is I haven't been training good in a while because of the injury. My rotator cuff, I can't vertically push and pull. Okay, so I'm focusing on the squats. So this is same as last week. Didn't even acknowledge this as a PR because of the 5-pound gain. Well, 2.5 pounds now as of this morning. So I lost half an inch on my waist. So yeah, 2, pausing, that's 3. Okay, so I started squatting 2 or 3 weeks ago. So this is week 4, week 3, week 4 of the squats. So I'm getting used to it. And the ankle mobility is working well. You know, my squat has been great as of late now. I don't have knee problems because I always fix my knee and my the camera fell. So I got 6, by the way, there. So that's the first set. This is the second set, okay, of the squats. I appreciate now the machines because really the free weights can really kill you, you know, your central nervous system. If I'm not training like this, you know, putting a rest on the bench, on the other big movements, I would be weaker, you know, even if I do antagonistic muscle groups. You know, if I do, for example, I do the squats and then I do bench, I'm still not gonna be as strong because of the demand it gives you neurologically. So I got 2 sets of 6, pretty hard, and not even hitting PR. So disappointing, but I know if we keep going, we're going to just break that point. This is the weight that I'm stuck with for a year now, 8 months actually, not almost a year, because I'm trying to get that to 2 sets of 8. Before, I'm trying to get that to 2 sets of 6. I hit 8 reps. My best on that squat is 8 reps first set and then 6 reps second set. Okay, and that workout is only, that's what I do the first day of the workout, first day of the week, the workouts. That's just what I did, squats, and that's it. And I have to go somewhere, so we're going to resume that later throughout the week. This is the next session. This is around Wednesday midweek, and still busy. I have some work to do, and I just fit it in, you know. We are going somewhere in the next town, so I need to really fit it in. So what I'm doing here is no scapular retraction pull-ups. Why? Because I'm hurting. So, and I still got good contraction because of that negative rep. I'm slowing it down, so it's still results to, you know, a good muscle tear, you know, healthy muscle tear. So this is the hip hinge. I didn't do it before because of the time, so this is a bit harder because I'm already sore on the squats the day before or days before this. So this is the first set, this is the last set. So I did 4 sets of 10 to 12, 8 to 12 of this, 8 of the pull-ups, and 12 of the hip hinge. You know, this is just for volume's sake. I'm not really serious on this. Well, I have to be serious on the pull-ups, but I can't load weight on it for now, so I'm just gonna concentrate again on this. I might do bench if it doesn't hurt my rotator cuff, my right rotator cuff. So yeah, as you might already know, I wasted weeks. Okay, and if I have to compute it, I wasted 20 weeks just eating at maintenance, you know, having a deficit, and then, you know, next few weeks I go at maintenance and I overeat and I underestimated the calories I eat, especially from fat. So right now we're gonna go full 10-week blast. So I'm gonna weigh my food, everything I eat, or if not, I'm gonna be really careful. So with what I do for my left rehab of the rotator cuff is, if it hurts when I do external rotation like this. Okay, so if you're having issues with your shoulders and you have someone that pushes you down and then you do this, you resist, and it hurts right here and here, that's rotator cuff. So what you do is you get a hard ball, okay, kind of a medicine ball, or this is a baseball. So you put it right there, right here, and you get to a wall like this and you press it like that, and you move your arms around, find spots, find areas that are tight and painful, of course. And what will happen is it will bring fluid and blood into that muscle so that it recovers a lot faster. It's a lot faster than not doing this, you know, just letting it heal and do and you know, just doing nothing. This is painful, guys. This is warning, this is painful. Okay, this is not for the faint-hearted. If you want to increase your recovery, you know, mush the muscle. Okay, motion is lotion. Okay, the fluid that goes with, you know, in that area, that's where the healing starts. So if you always move it, even though it's painful, it will get that fluid in the muscle and you'll recover faster. So motion, lotion. So put pressure on the muscle and move around, you know, get motion in that area. Okay, most men struggle with rotator cuff issues. Some men have already frozen shoulders, you know, they can't go past here. So yeah, I think this might help. If this doesn't work for you, you release your lats. Okay, most of the time it's on the lats and here on the subscap. Okay, it will be released. Okay, I haven't have shoulder issues benching more than 200 pounds, deadlifting, rowing more than 300 pounds. I haven't had shoulder issues, you know. Sometimes it's muscle imbalance because your pulling movements is weaker than your pushing movements, therefore your frontal muscle is weaker than your back muscles, so it might cause the problem. So the solution is not this only, but the main root, the main solution is to strengthen those back muscles. Okay, that will pull you, you know, upright. Okay, that will pull your rounded shoulders upright. That is the priority for the week. It's rehab. It's all about soft tissue, deep tissue massage, deep tissue work. You know, it's the medicine ball, baseball, or some foam rolling. It's just bringing the lotion, so to speak, in the area, you know. So starting off isolation day, this is kind of nighttime. This is almost morning. Okay, so I had a lot of work all throughout the day, and my plan is to do it in the afternoons. This isolation day, you know, neck, arms, side delts, calves. But I got caught up with a lot of meetings and a lot of, you know, things to finish. So posts on the page and on YouTube, you know, some edits, you know. So this is stuff is you know, I work a lot to bring value to you guys, you know. So yeah, so starting off with neck curls. So I begin with the back of the neck. So what happened there is I did 10 to 20 reps of really squeezing. I'm gonna do low weight, high reps on this because the neck is very, you have to be careful, you know, on placing load on your neck. So what I'm gonna do here is more frequency, lightweight, high reps, high volume. So this is just the beginning of the week. I'm doing isolation. I want to do it twice a week, as long as these smaller muscle groups are recovered. I'm gonna hit them again. And this is one calf tip I learned, and it's very effective for me now in terms of muscle engagement and how your calf feels on every single movement. The thing about calves or isolation movements in general, arms and side delts, it's all about the tempo and the pauses. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm trying to pause at the top and at the bottom. Okay, the first 10 reps I pause at the top. The second 10 reps I pause 2 seconds at the bottom. Okay, and then if I have more in me, I'm gonna go for a touch and go or a bounce rep for another 10 reps. Okay, so this burns. Okay, this is not for beginners. This is not for the faint-hearted, you know, or someone that is not yet accustomed to training hard. You know, this is pretty. It takes willpower. You know, it takes a lot to challenge yourself like this. So after this leg, I'm gonna go to the other leg while it's still burning, and then 5 reps of that, and then the other leg, then the other leg, then the other leg. You know, left, right. It's gonna go like that. But why? Because I want to save time. You know, I don't want to waste time, and really, but this really burns. Okay, it's effective, but it really burns. So the next time you do calf raises, whether it's standing calf raise, seated calf raise, I recommend that, you know, first 10 reps, 2 seconds at the top, pause, you know, from rep 1 to rep 10, Now, from rep 11 to rep 20, I want you to pause at the bottom 2 seconds, 2-3 seconds. And this is where it starts to suck, you know, from that 11 to 12 range. And then when you're about to die at rep 11, rep 20 or rep 18, I want you to do another 10 reps, you know, bouncing, like get the most out of it. You know, here I'm doing rest pause, but I'm gonna try that strategy. And I noticed in the calves, the lighter you go, the more you feel it on the muscle. I think it's just it's sometimes you gotta lighten the weight to feel the muscle really working and to really get that full range of motion, you know, to get activated. So that's it. That's what I do for the calves today. And I'm planning on finishing this at week 102. Okay, of course it's gonna take, when you have, for example, 10-week projection and you want to lose fat in this 10-week projection, here's a tip that I learned from my coaches. You know, if you want to lose fat in 10 weeks, it's gonna happen in 20 weeks or 30 weeks. Okay, we always underestimate how hard it is, you know, the process will be. So if you are really planning on doing a 5-week cut, man, I think it's gonna, unless you're a competitor and you're really disciplined and you weigh everything and you don't enjoy food that much, yeah, you can accomplish it in 5 weeks. But to the general population, general people wants to have abs and look good, get the shape, you know, get beach lean and just look good, amazing in clothes. I think if you diet, you always double it, double the time. For example, you want to lose fat again in 5 weeks, go 10 weeks. Okay, it's really hard. It's me. I thought I'm gonna accomplish this in 80 weeks, but you know what week it is right now. So the mindset I will have, that's why week 102 is the projection, is I'm gonna cut for 5 weeks, get to like a good 28 something inches, because I gained, right? Get to 27.5, 28 inches and stay there like until Christmas, until week 130, something like that. And that's the longest I've been. That would be a PR for me, you know, if I accomplish that, a diet PR for me, if I maintain 27.5 to 28 on that long, you know, that like 20, 10, 15, 20 week long, because this is all about longevity. If you want to get lean, then it's best to stay lean, like for the look's sake, if you're not a competitor, you know. So it's really a decision, you know. Do you want to compete? If you want to compete, then this is not for you. Just watch, you know, our videos for fun. And this, what I'm doing here, by the way, is a rest pause style, because I can't press, right, because of the rotator cuff issue of the accident, you know. And I think it also resulted from being too aggressive on, after I got injured, I didn't feel it, you know. And then I did pull-ups, like scapular retraction, heavy 77-pound, the green plate pull-up, and you know, it really wrecked my rotator cuff. Okay, this is the worst it has been, you know. I had tight rotator cuff issues before, but this one is a tear. So I can't do presses, I might do bench. I am thinking of benching, but you know, I don't know. So what I'm doing here is really isolating the side delts, you know, for just for a replacement. I can't do presses, so I have to do something, right? So this is what I do now. I think I'm gonna do this maybe twice or thrice a week, you know, this isolation days, depending again on the time. And I completed this workout from 11 p.m. until 11:35. Okay, excluding the cleaning of the equipments, you know. So this is really fast paced, just to get the burn, metabolic fatigue. It's just to really get the volume in and yeah, work the muscles and to really burn. So if I can do bench, I can do, it's amazing. I will replace it. I will replace the pull-ups. This is a pull-up and squat like cycle, right? But if I can do weighted pull-ups now because of the tear, the rotator cuff tear, yeah, I'm gonna do bench if I can. You know, it's all about managing injury. You know, managing by the way, a lesson here is you manage your fatigue. You know, why am I doing isolation days like light and some people call pussy weight? Well, because I'm doing heavy things on other days. Okay, if you go heavy all the time, you're too fatigued, you will not get strong. Okay, if I do heavier bicep curls than this, I'm not gonna be able to pull up 77 pounds for like pause reps, 6 reps at a time, 5 reps at a time. You know, I'm not gonna be able to do that. My priority building my arms is the pull-ups. That's the compound movement. I call it the compound bicep exercise. You know, it's what make gymnasts, you know, really jacked. They have really jacked arms because they do pull-ups. They do all kinds of pulling their body weight up, and they don't do curls that much, but they have developed biceps. Okay, so it's focusing always on the most important, and you manage everything. Okay, so if you want to build your arms again, it's the bicep pull-ups. Okay, so resting again, 15 reps. I think I did 15 reps, and this is burns, you know, 4 reps, 4 mini sets I'm doing here. You already know why I'm doing that. If you don't know, watch the other videos. It's hard to think that I wasted like 30 weeks of this because of, you know, it's a learning process. It's a learning. I'm learning how to cope with my body, you know, and it's harder to think that I gained because of the injury. Well, not because of the injury, because I overeat, because of the emotions I feel, frustrations of why did I fail from you know, stupid decisions of going to the roof, and yeah, so that something like that. I'm really disappointed of if you think about it, but I'm fighting it. I'm fighting that urge to really be negative, you know, and I'm always looking forward now. I'm always trying. It's trying to look forward on, you know, the possibility of going back to my best. You know, I did get to 27.8 before, so I want to get back there. And the good thing now is I'm alone at home because my parents had the out of town something, and my brothers are also with them, so I am alone. So, and I realized no one influences me to eat. So I got a pretty good deficit because of that. Because and I realized most of the time we eat because of social reasons. Because other people are eating that, so I'm gonna eat that. You know, very rarely you see that, you know, I'm not gonna eat that because this has this nutrition value, blah 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 blah. No, most people, oh, you're eating that, I'm gonna eat that. Okay, so it's best to avoid the wisdom of avoiding high calorie foods all the time. From time to time, if you have dates like this, or you know, with your loved ones, yeah, you can do it. But most of the time, eat low calorie dense, high protein, high fiber foods. You know, so find foods like this crisp baked porky pops by Oishi. This is genius. You know, 20 grams of protein, and it's chicken skin. No, pork skin. 20 grams of protein in that one serving. It's 120 calories, 30 grams of protein, 20 grams of protein. Amazing. It's like you take a protein shake. Okay, so bananas again, 3 pieces. I'm surprised it's already 200 grams, so it's already like 180 calories. That small amount. So people, don't eat a lot of bananas. Okay, so yeah, so programs down below. That's for this week. See you next week. I hope you enjoyed this. Bye bye. Peace.